Check mic. Kwento sa atin ang mood sa ilang zona. Mag-irin sa atin ang update sa batas ng pambansa. Si News 5 Entertainment Correspondent and
Panan ni Freda. Yung more? So, good afternoon. So, we've just continue our procurement activities for today, July 27, 2026. So, we have finished the bid opening in the morning, and now we will proceed with the pre-bid conference. So, we have the members of the BAC, from the procurement unit, the IT who are in charge on our live streaming and for recording. So let's proceed with the contract ID 26PL0080. The organizational outcome 1, ensure safe and reliable national road system, network development program, road widening, primary roads, Manuel S. Aguio Boulevard at KO 515+000 to KO 516+662. Location, Tabuk City, Kalinga. So, with an ABC of 46,790,100 pesos only. So, the contract duration, 209 calendar days. The scope of work or brief description to be done at project site. We have the widening of 1,641 meter length by 3.35 meter width by 0.28 meter thick PCCP, left and right side. So, both sides. So, 35 meter length retaining wall, 25 meter length grouted riprap. We have also the 80 meter length stone masonry, and 5 meter length reinforced concrete pipe culvert, and the reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings. So the bid opening will be on August 10, 2026. Agustin. So we have here the BOQ, the permits and clearance, one lump sum, project billboard, signboard, 1-3 each. The occupational safety and health program with an ABC of 324,763.93 centavos, one lump sum. The traffic management, one lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, one lump sum. Individual removal of trees from 301 to 500 millimeter diameter. So, yun, 20 each for the removal of actual structures, obstruction, the PCCP, unreinforced 0.23 meter thick, 188.97 square meter. Surplus common excavation, 760.27 cubic meter. Structural excavation, common soil, 1,362.16 cubic meter, embankment from roadway. Structural excavation, the common soil, 497.81 cubic meter. Subgrade preparation, common material, 11,760.30 square meter. The aggregate subbase course, 1,460.12 cubic meter. PCCP, unreinforced, 280 mm thick, 14 days, 10,793.70 square meter. The reinforcing steel, grade 40, 34,838.68 kilograms. The reinforcing steel, grade 60, 4,718 kilograms. Structural concrete, class A, 20.68 megapascal at 20 days, 634.84 cubic meter. We have the lean concrete, class B, 16.50 megapascal, 12 cubic meter. Pipe culvert, 910 millimeter diameter CPC, class 4, 5 linear meter. The grouted riprap, class A, 45.75 cubic meter. Stone masonry, 1,102 cubic meter. Drain pipe, PVC, 61.6 linear meter. For the seedlings, samplings, for other programs, initiative, here 1,000, it's the reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, white, 177.30 square meter. The reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, yellow, 207.30 square meter. That's it for this BOQ. So proceed with the pledge. Proceed to the equipment needed for this contract. We have here the low bed trailer with prime mover or self-loading truck. We need 1. Dump truck, we need 4, but at least 2 on. Payloader 1. Water truck 1. The backhoe, we need 2, but at least 1 on. Motorized road grader 1. Road roller 1. The transit mixer, we need 4, but at least 2 on unit. The cargo delivery truck 1. Kneading machine 1. Applicator or machine 1. And to comply with the DO number 11 series of 2017, the minimum laboratory equipment, we have here the list. And take note, this should be owned by the bidder or the contractor. In addition to that, the amount of this project is more than 30, so the contractor should be an ISO accredited, since more than 30 million. So for the key personnel, we need a project manager with 2 years experience. Project engineer must be accredited by the DPWH. Materials engineer also must be DPW accredited, and the foreman 2 years experience. For the first aider, we photocopy of certificate of first aid training issued by the Red Cross or by any organization accredited by the same in compliance to all requirements subject to DO 241 series of 2024 on the submission of CSP approved by the HOPE, the district engineer, and the valid first aider ID from PNRC. Ito yung, di ba may nagbid na yung first aider niya ay registered nurse. Pero walang, ano yun, first aider ID? Pwede ba yun? O from the PNRC? Findings ng mga technical working group. So the construction site safety officer with photocopy of certificate of completion on the basic OHH course issued by the DOL or the BDWC accredited safety training organization or recognized institutions. Same include also the contact number, address, tax identification number, the TIN, machine copy of person, also the materials engineer and the project engineer accreditation. Next, we have here the 26PL0081, the contract ID. So the Convergence and Special Support Program, Sustainable Infrastructure Projects, Alleviating Gaps, CPAG, access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, the construction of Apatan Balayangon Bridge, Station 0 plus 000 to Station 0 plus 100. Pinokpok, Kalinga, the location, Pinokpok, Kalinga, the ABC is 94,570,000 pesos only. We have the contract duration, 540 calendar days. The brief description, we have here the construction of 70-meter length by 9.54 meter width pre-stress and 15-meter length by 9.54 meter width reinforced concrete deck girder bridge. And the 335-meter length by 6.70 meter width by 0.28 meter thick PCCP. We have also the 94.9 meter length stone masonry, 129.5 meter length rubble concrete, and with reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings. So bid opening will be on August 10, 2026. So yung limit, 100 meter? But may 129 rubble concrete. Okay lang niya. Ang nag-exceed nga tayo, di ko tayo. Baka bukot side met niya. Kita man no, nagsimbanger niya. Okay, so anyway, this was discussed during the pre-procurement activity. So we just finalize. So let's proceed with the BOQ. With the bridge survey and staking, 1 lump sum. Project billboard, signboard, 3H, occupational safety and health program. But parehas yung una, 345,000. Pag duration ang baka damit titan niya. Pero nga rod, di amount nakit agsabali. Tapos duration, no duration ti pagtutungtungan. Sige, and we have the traffic management. We have here 1 lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, 1 lump sum. Payonti facilities na dito surplus common excavation, 980 cubic meter. Structure excavation, common soil, 345 cubic meter. Bridge structure, excavation, common soil, 742 cubic meter. For the bridge structure, excavation, soft rock, 451 cubic meter. Embankment from Barrow, common soil, 2,850 cubic meter. Subgrade preparation, common material, 2,680 square meter. Aggregate sub-base course, 536 cubic meter. We have the Portland Cement Concrete Pavement, the PCCP, unreinforced, 280 mm thick, 14 days, 2,244.50 square meter. Concrete railing standard, 168.40 meter. Reinforcing steel, grade 40, bridge structure and other major and minor structures, 143,372.73 kilograms. Reinforcing steel, grade 60, bridge structure and other major and minor structures, 223,101.02 kilograms. Structural concrete, class A, 20.68 megapascal, 14 days, 1,912.12 cubic meter. For the structural concrete, class A, 27.58 megapascal, 14 days, 94.34 cubic meter. Pre-stress structural concrete members, type 4. I, girder, 35 meter. 35 meter, 8 each. So, the paint, 525 square meter. For the pre-molded expansion joint filler with sealant, 50 mm, 4.20 cubic meter, forms and false workman lansam. The elastometric bridge bearings, elastomeric, okay. Elastomeric bridge bearing. We have 1 each. 24 each. So the stone masonry, 510 cubic meter. Rubble concrete, 1,166 cubic meter. Drain pipe, galvanized, 48 linear meter. Reflectorized thermoplastic pavement marking white, 100.75 square meter. Reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow, 4.25 square meter. So for the minimum major equipment needed on this project, we have here the low bed trailer with prime mover or self-loading truck 1, dump truck. We need 6, but at least 3 on. Payloader 1, water truck 1, backhoe 2, but at least 1 on. Motorized road grader 1, road roller 1, transit mixer 2 on. Truck mounted crane, this was additional during pre-procurement. So truck mounted crane 2, cargo delivery truck 1, kneading machine 1, applicator machine 1. So we have also the list of the minimum requirements for the laboratory to comply with DO number 11 series of 2017, and this should be owned by the contractor or the bidder. Again, a reminder, this is more than 30 million, so the bidder should be an ISO accredited. For the key personnel, we need a project manager with at least 2 years experience, project engineer must be DPWH accredited, materials engineer must be DPWH accredited, the foreman is 2 years. First aider with a photocopy of certificate of first aid training issued by the Red Cross or by any organization accredited be the same in compliance to law requirements subject to DO 241 series of 2024 on the submission of CSP approved by the HOPE or the district engineer and the valid first aider ID from the PNRC. For the construction site safety officer, with a photocopy of certificate of completion on the basics OSS course, issued by DOL, BWC, the accredited safety training organization or recognized institutions. Include also the contact number, address, tax identification number, machine copy of PRC, and also the accreditation of both the materials engineer and the project engineer. So next will be contract ID 26PL0082, the covered convergence and special support program, the special road fund, motor vehicle users charge, or the MVUC, as per RA 1123-9, installation, application of road safety facilities, roadway lighting along Mountain Province, boundary Kalanan, Pinokpok, Abut Road, or the Kalanan, Pinokpok section. We have the location. We have at KO 498 plus 593 to KO 500 plus 601, KO 500 plus 617.40 to KO 503 to plus 185. So KO 503 plus 191.70 to KO 508 plus 008. And KO 508 plus 044.50 to KO 511 plus 115. Location, Tabok City, Kalinga, with an approved budget for the contract, 121,431,000 pesos and 740 pesos only. So for the contract duration, we have 257 calendar days. For the brief description, construction of 852 units solar LED roadway lighting. This is, remember that should be 100 watt with tapered lampposts with base plate, the base 8-meter height for 12.46 kilometer roadway. So for the bid opening will be on August 10, 2026. Di ba 150? So, with correction on during our procurement activities, we changed 100 watt to 150 watts. So, maliwanag. Okay. The permits and clearances, 1 lump sum. Project billboard, signboard, three each. The occupational safety and health program with an approved budget for the contract, 324,763.93. 1 lump sum. Traffic management, 1 lump sum. Mobilisation, demobilisation, 1 lump sum. Individual removal of trees from 301 to 500 millimeter diameter to each. Removal of actual structures of obstruction, the BCCP. Unreinforced, 0.23 meter thick, 188.97 square meter. Surplus common excavation, 660.27 cubic meter. Structure excavation, common soil, 1,362.16 cubic meter. Embankment from Baro, from roadway, structure excavation, common soil, 497.81 cubic meter. Subgrade preparation, common material. Peda kalsada na dito, kunak no solar lang. 11,000 taman baka sa bali. So, ito ni kalsadan summit dito. Ay. Ito baka narinig tiyag subli. Di so dita. Mali niya. When nata makita kit niya pa yung agsimsiminto tayo meten. One PCCP na rita. Oh, structural lang. Di pusti na. Pusti. So? Oh. Na nubiding kit baka sa bali bidda. Okay, so the project billboard, signboard. So let's proceed. Nga di patinggat na. Oh, the occupational safety and health program with an ABC of 462,164.14, one lump sum. Traffic management, one lump sum. Okay. Mobilization, demobilization, one lump sum. Structure excavation, common soil, 1,341.90 cubic meter. Reinforcing steel, grade 40, 30,000. Apo? 30,885.28 kilograms. Apay, nagdakkel summit. Manong nga pusti na ito eh. Kita man jay manungap pieces. Uwe inem nga sagwa 1 meter nga 16. Oh. Uwe mat inem nga sag 1 meter nga 12 mm. Oh. Kasi uwe ko nam lang nga sag 2 pieces. 2 pieces 16, 2 pieces 12. Oh. Times kilo ay Kilogram mo jarang tay. $852 munam. Wait, kurang mga 30 kilogram per post. Ah? So isublim ije ko BOQ. Nya. Gusti. 800. Hanje kilometer na lang, i-divide mo ti 21. 591. Sino yun ang program nito ni... So, tawagan yun ni Kwa, Sangdan. So, let's proceed with the next. Tapno, tani, adupay. Next. Ah? Okay. Well, the contract ID 26BL0083, the organization and outcome 1, ensure safe and reliable national road system, asset preservation, preventive maintenance, tertiary roads, Bulano Parasilis Road, at the KO 500 plus 000 to KO 503 plus 392. Location, Tabuk City, Kalinga, with an ABC of 65,864,145 pesos only. The contract duration, 107 calendar days. Construction of 8.287 lane kilometer asphalt overlay. The reblocking of 135 meter length by 3.35 meter width by 0.28 meter thick PCCP. And thermoplastic ring reflectorized pavement marking. Again, bid opening will be on August 10, 2026. Then the kilometer na ngay, the limit. With the project billboard, signboard, 3/8 for the occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum, but we'd have an ABC of 160,790.60 centavos. Traffic management, 1 lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, 1 lump sum. Removal of actual structures, obstruction, 230 mm thick PCCP and reinforced, 452.25 square meter. Surplus common excavation, 91.11 cubic meter. The subgrade preparation, common material, 452.25 square meter. For the aggregate subbase course, 45.23 cubic meter. We have the emulsified asphalt, 26,496.40 square meter. And the bituminous concrete surface wearing course, hot laid, 50 mm thick, 26,496.40 square meter. The bituminous concrete surface wearing course, hot laid, 50 mm thick, 26,496.40 square meter. The Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced, 280 mm thick, 14 days, 452.25 square meter. The pavement milling, 1,179.20 square meter. Then the reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, white, 1,346.12 square meter. Reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, yellow, 132 square meter. Sampai 1 jay with na jay kita man. is brief description na. Lane, kilometer niya. Data pa yawanti kwa na. Construction of 8.2 187 length kilometer asphalt overlay. Dadya, apa yawanti width na. Data kilometer lang. Hmm? $3.35. Santo yung ikabil ijay? Hanin? Okay. Sige nga rod. So for the equipment, we need a low bed trailer with prime mover or self-loading truck, 1. Dump truck, we need 4, but at least 2 own. Payloader, 1. Water truck, 1. Backhoe, 1. Backhoe with breaker, 1, but own. Tandem steel roller, 1 own. Pneumatic tire roller, 1 own. Asphalt paver, own, 1. Asphalt distributor, 1 own. Transit mixer, at least 2, but 1 own. Road roller, 1. Motorized road grader, 1. Cargo delivery truck, 1. Power broom, 1. 2 meter wide. Cold milling machine, we have 1. Air compressor, 1. Vacuum sweeper, 1. Kneading machine, 1. The applicator, 1. So also with the minimum laboratory equipment to comply to DO number 11 series of 2017, we have the list, and this should be owned by the contractor or the bidder. Again, this is more than 30 million, so the contractor or the bidder must be an ISO accredited. For the key personnel, we need 2 years experience project manager. The project engineer must be DPWH accredited, the same with the materials engineer, DPWH accredited, and the foreman, 2 years experience. The first aider with photocopy of certificate of first aid training issued by the Red Cross or by any organization accredited by the same in compliance to DOL requirements subject to DO 241 series of 2024 on the submission of CHP approved by the HOPE or the district engineer and the valid first aider ID from PNRC. Construction site safety officer with photocopy of certificate of completion on the basic OSS course issued by DOL, DWC, accredited safety training organizations or recognized institution. Include also the contact number, address, tax identification number, the TIN, and also the machine copy of PRC with the accreditation of the materials engineer and the project engineer. So the next contract ID 26PL0084, the organizational outcome 1, ensure safe and reliable national road system, asset preservation, or the preventive maintenance, secondary roads, Mountain Province, boundary Kalanan, Pinokpok, Abot Road. This is a Kalanan Pinokpok section at KO 518 plus 000 to KO 520 plus 314. Location, Pinokpok, Kalinga, did an ABC, or the approved budget for contract, 49,176,400 pesos only. Contract duration, 96 calendar days. So we have the brief description or the work to be done at site. Construction of 4.67 lane kilometer asphalt overlay, 602.842 meter length, by 3.35 meter width by 0.28 meter thick PCCP, 246 meter length metal guardrail, and thermoplastic reflectorized pavement markings. Again, bid opening will be on August 10, 2026. The BOQ, we have the apa dito lang tinikan niya, facilities. Jadi the Duma one. Anyway, we have here the facilities for the engineer, provision of 4x4 pickup type service vehicle for the engineers on bare rental basis with an ABC of 173,702.14 centavos only, 3.20 vehicle month, just month. Provision of furniture, fixture, equipment, and appliances for the field office for the engineer with approved ABC, approved budget for contract 199,995.51 centavos only, one lump sum. Provision of survey equipment for the assistant to the engineer, for the assistants to the engineer, provision of survey equipment. So then ABC 1 million. Ay, facilities ti ko ang dito niya, survey. 1,282,400 pesos only, one lump sum. Project billboard, signboard 3H, occupational safety and health program with an ABS of 133,380.10 centavos, one lump sum. Traffic management, one lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, one lump sum. The removal of actual structures, obstruction, 230 mm thick PCCP, unreinforced, 2,019.35 square meter. Surplus common excavation, 403.87 cubic meter. Subgrade preparation, ikamanti ona data, preparation. Common material, 2,019.35 square meter. Aggregate subbase course, 201.94 cubic meter. Emulsified asphalt, 16,203.08 square meter. Bituminous concrete surface wearing course, hot lead, 50 mm thick, 16,203.08 square meter. Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced, 280 mm thick, 14 days, 2,019.35 square meter. The pavement milling, 9,741.01 square meter. Metal guardrails, metal beam, 246 linear meter. Reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, white, 583.78 square meter. Reflectorized thermoplastic pavement marking, yellow, 349.20 square meter. So, for the equipment needed in this contract or project, we have here, we need low bed trailer with prime mover or self-loading truck. Dump truck, we need 4, but at least 2 on unit. Payloader 1, water truck 1, backhoe with breaker 1, own. Pneumatic tire roller 1, own. Asphalt paver 1, own. Asphalt distributor 1 unit, own. Transit mixer, we need 2, but at least 1 own. Road roller 1, motorized road grader 1, cargo delivery truck 1, power broom 1, 2 meter wide, cold milling machine, we have 1, air compressor 1, vacuum sweeper 1, kneading machine 1, and last the applicator machine 1. So for the laboratory equipment, we have the list. So, but this should be owned by the contractor or the bidder. Same with the bidder or contractor should be an ISO accredited since more than 30 million. For the key personnel, Uh, you need a project manager, at least 2-year experience. Project engineer must be DPWH accredited. Materials engineer must be DPWH accredited. Foreman, 2 years experience. So I'm the first aider with photocopy of certificate of first aid training issued by the Red Cross or by any organization accredited by the same in compliance to all requirements subject to DO 241 series of 2024 on the submission of CSP approved by the HOPE or the district engineer and the valid first aider ID from the Philippine National Red Cross. The construction site safety officer with photocopy of certificate of completion on the basic OSS course issued by the DOL, BWC, the accredited safety training organizations or the recognized institution. Include also the contact number, address, tax identification number, machine copy of PRC, and also the accreditation of both the materials engineer and the project engineer. Time check 4:10. So let's proceed. Contract ID 26PL0085. The organizational outcome 1, ensure safe and reliable national road system. Bridge program, the rehabilitation, major repair of permanent bridges. Bogbog Bridge with an bridge ID B02117LC along Mountain Province, boundary Kalanan Pinokpok Abot Road. This is a Kalanan Pinokpok section. So the location, Tabuk City, Kalinga, with an ABC of 3,361,400 pesos only. The contract duration 60 calendar days. Brief description, rehabilitation of bridge, the 78.70 meter length double concrete railing, construction of 34 meter length stone masonry, and 30 meter length reinforced concrete canal. Bid opening will be on August 10, 2026. For the BOQ, here the provision of furniture, fixture, equipment, and appliances for the field office for the engineer. Pwede ito 3 million? Ha? Apa yung ngay? Nanganak ko rin ito eh. Kita pwede dado mga 90 plus, awanti kasto-kasto yun na. Ha? Okay. Yang ngay nga rod. Nyati mapanana na ito yung kwa ngarod dati kwa yung planning kita man makakwamit dati gatangin ti kwa planning facilities for the project billboard signboard 3 each. Pesan yung inayon di dadakkel wino naladaw. Okay. So anyway, the specs will be attached on the program of work. So the occupational safety and health program with an ABC of 87,567 and 60 centavos, 1 lump sum. Traffic management, 1 lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, 1 lump sum. Removal of structures and obstruction, 1 lump sum. Embankment from barrow, common soil, 39.79 cubic meter. Concrete railing, standard, double, 78.70 meter. Reinforcing steel, grade 40, 1,195.34 kilogram. Structural concrete, class A, 20.6 megapascal, 14 days, 7.60 cubic meter. Depend, 1 lump sum. Forms and false work, 1 lump sum. Stone masonry, 182.75 cubic meter. Drain pipe, galvanized, 10 linear meter, 10.8 linear meter. Okay. For the equipment needed, the low-bed trailer with prime mover or self-loading truck, 1. Dump truck, we need 2, but at least 1 on. Water truck, 1. Backhoe, 1 on. Cargo delivery truck, 1. So we have also the list of the minimum requirements for the laboratory equipment to comply with DO11 series of 2017, and this should be owned by the contractor or the bidder. So for the project manager, we need 1 year experience. Project engineer must be DPWH accredited. Materials engineer may not be DPWH accredited, but should be a licensed civil engineer. Foreman, 1 year. The first aider with photocopy of certificate of first aid training issued by the Red Cross or by any organization accredited by the same in compliance to DOL requirements subject to DO241 series of 2024 on the submission of CSP approved by the HOPE or the district engineer and a valid first aider ID from PNRC. Construction site safety officer with photocopy of certificate of completion on the basic OSH course issued by DOL, BWC, the accredited safety training organizations or the recognized institutions. So include also the contact number, address, tax identification number, the machine copy of PRC with the accreditation of the project engineer. So next, we have here the contract ID 26PL0086, the organization outcome 1, ensure safe and reliable national road system, asset preservation program, the preventive maintenance, secondary roads, mountain province boundary, Kalanan, Pinokpok, Abot Road, Pinokpok, Abot section. So we have the location at KO 523 plus minus 388 to KO 525 plus 000. And at KO 526 plus 000 to KO 527 plus 000. Location, Pinokpok, Kalinga, with an ABC of 64,307,600 pesos only, with a contract duration of 105 calendar days. Brief description, the construction of 6.588 lane kilometer asphalt overlay, the removal and reinstallation of solar studs and thermoplastic reflectorized pavement markings. The bid opening will be on August 10, 2026. For the BOQ, we have the project billboard, signboard, 3 each. So, dagito yawan pulos facilities namin. Occupational Safety and Health Program, ABC, 145,633.57. 1 lump sum. Traffic management, 1 lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, 1 lump sum. Emulsified asphalt, 22,069.80 square meter. The bituminous concrete surface wearing course, hot lead, 50 mm thick, 22,069.80 square meter. Pavement milling, 6,230.55 square meter. Internally yours. Internally, eternally illuminated solar pavement level marker, stud flash type, BI, directional. Nga panag-term mo ito, bi-directional with BI. 252 each. So reflectorized thermoplastic pavement marking. White, 823.50 square meter. With the reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow, 237 square meter. Okay, for the equipment needed on this project, we have here the low bed trailer with prime mover or self-loading truck. The dump truck, we need 4, but at least 2 own. Payloader, 1. Water trunk, 1. The capacity is 12 liters, 12,000 liters to 16,000 liters. Tandem steel roller, 1 own. Pneumatic tar roller, 1 own. Asphalt paver, 1 own. Asphalt distributor, 1 own. Cargo delivery truck, 1. Power broom, 1. Then 2 meter wide. Cold milling machine, 1. Diamond coring machine, pwede jay, blanco. Ah? 1? Oh. So air compressor, 1. Kneading machine, 1. Applicator machine, 1. So that's the equipment needed. So likewise, the laboratory equipment, we have the list and should be owned by the contractor. And again, it's more than 30 million. The contractor or the firm of the contractor is ISO accredited. For the key personnel, we need a project manager with 2 years experience. Project engineer must be DPWH accredited. Materials engineer must be DPWH accredited. Foreman, 2 years. First aider with photocopy of certificate of first aid training issued by the Red Cross or by any organization accredited with the same in compliance to all requirements subject to DO 241 series of 2024 on the submission of CSP approved by the HOPE or the district engineer and the valid first aider ID from PNRC. Construction site safety officer with photocopy of certificate of completion on the basic OSS course issued by DOL, BWC, the accredited safety training organization or recognized institution. So include also the contact number, address, tax identification number, machine copy of PRC, and the accreditation of the materials engineer and the project engineer. The 86, yan. Doon ang tapang 2 inches. Ay, Natikop. Mga road, apay 150? Maximum? Okay. So take note for the changes on the equipment, the cold milling machine, so we can on the bid bulletin. So let's proceed to the next project for the contract ID 26PL0087, the organizational outcome 1, ensure self-reliable national road system, network development program, the construction of missing link new roads, Tabuk Banawi via Tanudan, Barlig Road, Station 4 plus 220 to Station 6 plus 220 Kalinga. The location Tanudan Kalinga with an ABC of 94,548,770 pesos only. Contract duration, we have 323 calendar days. The brief description, construction of 2,000 meter length by 6.7 meter width by 0.20 meter thick PCCP, 125 meter length retaining wall, 1,100 meter length grouted riprap. Apo, 1 kilometer man ito eh. 10 meter length stone masonry, cast basin, 20 meter length reinforced pipe culvert, 4,000 meter length curb and gutter, and the reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings. Bid opening will be August 10, 2026. Or the BOQ. May kaso taon sa amin, tani nagbibid to yung kit madama sona. Okay. Provision of combined field office, laboratory and living quarters building for engineer, rental basis, with an ABC of 195,410.88 centavos. The 10.77 months. The Craneway temporary bridge, 1 lump sum. Project billboard, signboard, 3/8. Occupational safety and health program with an ABC of 566,743.38 centavos, 1 lump sum. Traffic management, 1. Mobilization, demobilization, 1. Surplus common excavation, 7,886.12 cubic meter. The structure excavation common soil, 1,400.56 cubic meter. Embankment from roadway. Structure excavation common soil, 5,109.40 cubic meter. Subgrade preparation, common material, 16,400 square meter. The Portland cement concrete pavement, unreinforced, 280 millimeter thick, 14 days, 13,400 square meter. The reinforcing steel, grade 40, 35,287 kilograms. For the reinforcing steel, grade 60, 13,644 kilograms. Structural concrete class A, 20.68 megapascal, 28 days, 871.94 cubic meter. Lane concrete class B, 16.50 megapascal, 35.63 cubic meter. Pipe culvert, 910 diameter CPC, class 4, 20 linear meter. Catch basin, 910 mm diameter, 2/8. For the routed riprap, class A, 5,280 cubic meter. Stone masonry, 25.50 cubic meter. Drain pipe, the PVC, 175 linear meter. For the curb and gutter, cast in place, 4,000 linear meter. Reflectorized thermoplastic pavement marking white, 500 square meter. So we have the equipment: low bed trailer with prime mover or self-loading truck, 1 dump truck. We need 6, but at least 4 unit own. Payloader 1, water truck 1, backhoe 2 own. Motorized road grader 1, road roller 2. Transit mixer, we need 4. 4 on? 4 on. Cargo delivery truck 1, kneading machine 1, applicator machine 1. Same with the laboratory equipment to comply with DO 11 series of 2017. So this should be owned by the contractor or the bidder. Again, the bidder or the contractor should be an accredited, ISO accredited. The project manager, 2-year experience. Project engineer must be DPWH accredited. Same with the materials engineer, DPWH accredited. The foreman, 2 years. The first aider with photocopy of certificate of first aid training issued by the Red Cross or by any organization accredited be the same in compliance to all requirements subject to DO 241 series of 2024. The submission of CSP approved by the Hope District Engineer and valid first aider ID from the PNRC. So the construction site safety officer, same with photocopy of certificate of completion on the basic OSS course issued by DOL BWC accredited safety training organizations or recognized institution. Include also the contact number, address, tax identification number, machine copy of PRC, and the accreditation of the materials engineer and the project engineer. Next, the contract ID XPL 0088, the organization outcome 1, ensure safe and reliable national road system, bridge program, widening of permanent bridges, Anayup Bridge with bridge ID B 00902 LC along Rizal National Road. This is an Liwan West, Babalag, Makotay section. Location, Rizal, Kalinga, with an ABC of 29,854,720 pesos only. Contract duration 360 calendar days. Brief description: construction of 30.25 meter length reinforced concrete deck girder bridge, 18 meter length by 6.70 meter width by 0.28 meter thick PCCP, 50 meter length stone masonry, 55 meter length rubble concrete, and the reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings. So the bid opening will be on August 10, 2026. For the BOQ, the project survey and bridge survey and staking, we have 1 lump sum. Project billboard, signboard 3 each. The occupational safety and health program with an ABC of 233,999.10, 1 lump sum. Traffic management, 1 lump sum. For the mobilization, demobilization, 1 lump sum. Surplus common excavation, 61.80 cubic meter. The structure excavation common soil, 339.94 cubic meter. Bridge structure excavation common soil, 51.20 cubic meter. Embankment from Barrow Common Soil, 804.02 cubic meter. Subgrade preparation, common material, 144 square meter. Aggregate subbase course, 28.8 cubic meter. The PCCP, unreinforced, 280 mm thick, 14 days, 120.60 square meter. The concrete railing standard, 59.54 meter. Reinforcing steel, grade 40. Bridge structure and other major and minor structures, 20,503.46 kilograms. Reinforcing steel, grade 60. Bridge structure and other major and minor structures, 58,696.47 kilogram. For the structural concrete, class A, 20.68 megapascal, 14 days. Major structure bridge substructure, 649.58 cubic meter. Structural concrete, class A, to 27.58 megapascal, 14 days. Major structures, bridge superstructure, 20.40 cubic meter. Paint, 241.50 square meter. The pre-molded expansion joint filler with sealant, 50 mm, 0.15 cubic meter. Forms and false work, 1 and some. Elastomeric bridge bearings, 4 each. Stone masonry, 260.75 cubic meter. Rubble concrete, 495 cubic meter. The drain pipe galvanized, 24 linear meter. The reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, white, 10.50 square meter. Reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, yellow, 4.25 square meter. So for the equipment, we have here the one low bed trailer with prime mover or self-loading truck, dump truck 4 own, payloader 1, water truck 1, backhoe 2 own, motorized road grader 1, road roller 1, transit mixer 2 own, cargo delivery truck 1, kneading machine 1, applicator machine 1. Semi-laboratory equipment minimum requirements. We have the list and should be owned by the bidder or the contractor. The project manager, you need 2 years experience. Project engineer must be DPWH accredited. Materials engineer must be DPWH accredited. The foreman would be 2 years experience. First aider with photocopy of certificate of first aid training issued by the Red Cross or by any organization accredited by the same, in compliance to all requirements subject to DO 241 series of 2024 on the submission of CSP approved by the HOPE District Engineer and valid first aider ID from PNRC. Same with the construction site safety officer with photocopy of certificate of completion on the basic OSS course issued by the DOL BWC, the accredited safety training organizations or recognized institutions. Include also the contact number, address, tax identification number, machine copy of PRC, and the accreditation of both the materials engineer and the project engineer. Last but not the least, we have here the contract ID 26PL0089, the organizational outcome. 1. Ensure safe and reliable national road system network development program, road widening, secondary roads, Mountain Province, Kalinga boundary, Kalanan, Pinokpok, Abut Road, Kagalwan, Kalanan section. We have the location KO490 plus 000 to KO491 plus 175 and KO491 plus 187 to KO492 plus 038. Location, Tapok City, Kalinga, with an ABC of 70,278,055 pesos only. The contract duration, 240 calendar days. Brief description. We have the construction of 2,026 meter length by 3.35 meter width by 0.28 meter thick PCCP, 2,026 meter length by 1.50 meter width by 0.28 meter thick sidewalk, 30 meter length retaining wall, 1,446 meter length reinforced concrete canal, 22 meter length reinforced concrete box culvert, 150 meter length stone masonry, 184 meter length reinforced pipe culvert, and the reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings. Bid opening will be on August 10, 2026. For the BOQ, we have here the removal and relocation of utilities, 1 lump sum. Miscellaneous survey and staking, 1 lump sum. Project billboard, signboard, 3 each. Occupational safety and health program with an ABC of 230,460.29, 1 lump sum. Traffic management, 1 lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, 1 lump sum. Surplus common excavation, 6,385.96 cubic meter. The structure excavation common soil, 2,205.85 cubic meter. The embankment from roadway structure excavation common soil, 1,629.70 cubic meter. The subgrade preparation common material, 22,083.40 square meter. The aggregate sub-base course, we have 2,208.34 cubic meter. The Portland cement concrete pavement, unreinforced to 80 mm thick, 14 days, 19,652.20 square meter. The reinforcing steel, grade 40, 60,008.13 kilograms. Reinforcing steel, grade 60, 2,948 kilograms. For the structural concrete class A, 20.68 megapascal, 28 days, 915.45 cubic meter. Lean concrete class B, 16.5 megapascals, 7.65 cubic meter. Pipe culvert, 910 mm diameter, RCPC class 4, 184 linear meter. Stone masonry, 495 cubic meter. Drain pipe PVC, D 37.10 linear meter. For the low bed trailer with prime mover of self-loading truck, 1. Dump truck own, at least 2 own. We need 4. So payloader 1, water truck 1, backhoe, we need 2 but at least 1 own. Motorized road grader 1, road roller 2, transit mixer, we need 4 but at least 2 own. Cargo delivery truck 1, kneading machine 1, applicator machine 1. Same with the minimum requirements for the laboratory. We have the list to comply to DO number 11 series of 2017, and this should be owned by the contractor or the bidder. Again, the amount of the cost of this project is more than 30 million, so the contractor firm should be an ISO accredited. For the project manager, we need 2 years experience. Project engineer and materials engineer must be DPWH accredited. Foreman, 2-year experience. Same with the first aider with photocopy of certificate of first aid training issued by the Red Cross or by any organization accredited by the same in compliance to all requirements subject to DO 241 series of 2024 on the submission of CSP approved by the HOPE or the district engineer and the valid first aider ID from Philippine National Red Cross. Construction site safety officer with photocopy of certificate of completion on the basics of SH course issued by the DOL, the BWC, the accredited safety training organizations or the recognized institutions. Include also the contact number, the address, tax identification number, machine copy of PRC, and the accreditation of both the materials engineer and the project engineer. So before we close this, we go back to contract ID. Yun. 26PL0082. So okay na? Yung Sir Warren? Plano na? Okay. To jibe with the number of units, so they reflect on the plans. No correction. So, okay na? What? The 150 niya. 150. Lang to discussion. So that's it. Our procurement activities for today, July 27, 2026, was successfully done. Even the bid opening for the morning session. So thank you very much mga back members, the secretariat, the TWG, the IT in charge on our live streaming. Thank you very much. Also those who followed us, yung mga prospective bidders namin. Thank you for your cooperation and your attendance for this procurement activities. This ends of our procurement activities. Yes.